Let me see. Let me check it real quick. Make sure we straight. Man, I wish I would have had some when you read it, dog. Let me see. Kind, we good, bro.
Like,
Kind. I bet your Quez gonna be the first one on there.
that brother Shaw, we be on
look,
everything.
I told you. Look, he just commented. Shalom, Mike. Shalom. B.A. Yahweh Shema Shah, Barak Thumb to all y'all brothers, man.
Shalom. Yahweh Shema Shah, Bashim Kagadah, Barak Thumb, brother.
Hey, with that, hey, Shalom. You know, hey, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you I came out there pushing his word with all truth and sincerity. Now, we the brothers from I'm the brother Kwara Bob from the GMS Houston camp.
Brother Kaya from the GMS Louisiana Saints.
You know, and the Lord allow, you know, me and the brother, hey, shit, we really been breaking bread all morning, you know. Me and the brother been chopping it up all morning, so the Lord was like, go ahead and, you know, put a lesson together, man, you know. Feed the sheep as we was commanded to do, man. And you know what we was talking about earlier, man, just the privilege that we have of serving the Lord, man. You see, and everybody don't have this privilege. Now, it's a privilege of being an Israelite. You see, because why? We have the Lord as our power, Yahweh Shai as our Savior, the law, statutes, commandments, the promises, as it is written in Romans 9:4. But even just being an Israelite, that ain't good enough. You see, the elect is what we strive for, man. Why? Because what we want to touch on in this lesson, as you can see from the title, only the bride can enter into the king's inner court, man. You see, because of course, yeah, the nation of Israel is the Lord's. We are the Lord's temple, but the elect of the nation of Israel, that's that inner court. You see, and what me and the brother want to touch on, you know, is a few perks, so to say, you know, of serving the Lord, man. And one of them being in that inner court, like the brother made the point earlier. And shit, any point you got, bro, go ahead and bring it out, bro. Any precept, you know, you already know what it is, you know. But perks of serving the Lord, man. Hey, in the inner court is what? Mercy first and foremost, and that's why we want to do a then and now lesson. We want to get an example of what happened then. You know, as we know the story of Esther. You see, she approached the king's inner court when she wasn't called. But guess what? The king had mercy on her, man. You see, the king had mercy on her, still allowed to come forth. And that's the same thing today, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is having mercy on us and ultimately on his bride, which is the elect, and that's what we're striving for. You see, now if we are that bride, what? The Lord have mercy on us, allow us to enter into that inner court. Now, what comes with being in that inner court? In other words, that's the secret place. That's the holies of holies, man. That's what a priest did the sacrifices. Everybody can't come and sacrifice to the Lord. You see, if you wasn't a high priest, you wasn't going into the holies of holies, man. Well, guess what? If the Lord ain't choose you on this side, you can't come serve the Lord. You see, and in that inner court, what we have the protection of the Most High. First and foremost, we have repentance. You see, mercy. He gave us, allowed us to have faith, the understanding. Because when you say inner court, it's like you saying your inner circle. You know what I mean? Your inner circle, your intermediate family or whatnot. Well, you don't tell secrets to everybody. No, you tell it to your inner circle, man. You see? That's why Yahweh Shai, Matthew 24, what happened? The disciples came to him privately, man. Everybody don't know those mysteries. Everybody don't know these secrets, the dark sayings. But if we're in that inner court, we know these things, man. And that's all why. Only the elect gonna know that because the Lord allowed his bride to approach him, just like Esther. Xerxes allowed Esther to approach him, man. You see? So we just want to hit on some of these things, man. And Lord willing, to be edifying. If you ain't got nothing, we can go ahead and hit that Esther. If you ain't got nothing. If you want to make a point too, shit.
Yeah, you good. I mean, we could jump right into it, man. You know, Lord willing to be edifying to the hopeful elect, man. All right, and those that cleave to the body as well. But this Esther 2, and you want 12, right?
Yeah, we can start at 12 just to go into get that example of then how the king, he allowed his woman to come into that inner court, man. And then we'll hit on us today, being Lord willing, the bride of Yahweh Shai.
Right, come. This Esther 2 and 12. It says, now when every maid's turn was to come to go into King Xerxes after that, she had been 12 months according to the manner of the women, for so were the days of their purifications accomplished, to wit, 6 months with oil of myrrh, and 6 months with sweet odors, and with other things for the purifying of the woman.
Right. So, hey, before you can even go to the king, what you had to do, you had to bathe yourself in oil. And like the brother was saying earlier, that's what we doing, man. Before Yahawashi could come back, we have to have this all, man. You see, we have to be ready for the Lord. That bride, like Apostle Paul said, present us as a chaste virgin, a virgin that's ready, man. A woman that's ready for her husband, man. Smell good. You don't want your woman. You come and get your woman, she stink. You know what I mean? No, you want her to smell good, man. You know. So this is when the women who they chose for Esther, the virgins, before they even came to Xerxes, they had to bathe themselves, man. But let's see, out of all them virgins, who did he choose, man?
It says 13. Then thus came every maiden unto the king, whatsoever she desired was given her to go with her out of the house of the women unto the king's house.
You can hit that 16 knock just to get. All the women had to do the same thing, but watch who Xerxes choose.
This Esther 2 and 16. It says, so Esther was taken unto King Xerxes into his house royal in the 10th month, which is the month of Tebeth, in the 7th year of his reign. And the king loved Esther above all the women, and she obtained grace and favor in the sight more than all the virgins. Which the virgins goes into what? Purity. That's why the Lord, those men that was found without the 144,000 men are virgins, which represents they purified. Okay, they have been cleansed through what? The word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right, it says, so that he set the royal crown upon her head and married her queen instead of Vashti.
God, hey, and what Yahawashi gonna do to his elect? After he chooses them, he gonna set that royal crown upon their heads, man. Yep. Just like Esther. You see? Now, just wanted to get that in verse 18. It says, then the king made a great feast unto all his princes and his servants at Esther's feast, and he made a release to the provinces and gave gifts according to the state of the king. So this was the first bride. This was that bride then who the king will allow to approach. Now, for us today, of course, we're not Esther, but symbolically speaking, she represent, for the topic we're going into, she represent that bride today. Real quick, this is in talking about Yahawashi bride. This is Revelation 19 and 7. It says, let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, Yahawashi. And his wife have made herself ready, just like the virgins, right? They had to make themselves ready before the king. You see, they had to bathe in the oil. Well, today we bathing in the oil. What's the oil? This truth, this word. You see, we getting into it. We indulging in it, studying, reading, pushing the word. You see, it says, and to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. And he said unto me, right, blessed are they which are called to the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he said unto me, these are the true sons of the Most High. You see, just wanted to get that to show, hey, this just like that bride was called and chosen. Well, Yahawashi have his specific bride that's called and chosen, which is the elect of his people, man. You see. Now, I'll grab this for you, Walk. You can break it down, bro.
Right, go ahead.
Going now. We're about to get into that inner court, the importance of that inner court, man. But this is Esther 4 and 7. Right now, this is when Mordecai told Esther that Xerxes wanted to kill the Jews, man. And Mordecai told him of all that had happened unto him, and of the sum of the money that Haman had promised to pay to the king's treasury for the Jews to destroy them. Also, he got him the copy of the writing of the decree that was given at Shushan to destroy them, to show it unto Esther, and to declare it unto her, and charge her that she should go in unto the king to make supplication unto him, and to make request before him for her people. It says, and Hatak came and told Esther the words of Mordecai, And Esther spake unto Hatak and gave him a commandment unto Mordecai. Now she about to say what's the requirements to even go into the king. It says, verse 11, all the king's servants and the people of the king's provinces do know that whosoever, whether man or woman, shall come unto the king into the inner court, in that inner court, right? Who is not called, there is one law of his to put him to death, except such to whom the king shall hold out the golden scepter, that he may live. But I have not been called to come in unto the king these 30 days. You know, and that's one of the main points. If the king don't call you to go into his inner court, you got to get put to death, except he have mercy on you and point out his golden scepter towards you, and then you will be able to come. So that's what Esther was telling Hatak to go tell Mordecai. Look, I ain't been called. You see, Xerxes ain't called me. If I just go up in there and start asking him stuff, I'm gonna be put to death, right? I'm gonna hop down, and then after this, we can get into us. Now, Esther took it upon herself through the Spirit of the Lord. She believed in the Most High that he was going to have mercy. This is Esther 5:1. Now it came to pass on the third day that Esther put on her royal apparel, those garments, right? That wasn't the truth. Put on her royal apparel and stood in the inner court of the king's house over against the king's house. And the king sat upon his royal throne in the royal house over against the gate of the house. And it was so when the king saw Esther, the queen, standing in the court, and she wasn't called, so she was supposed to be put to death, but this would happen. And the king held out to Esther the golden scepter that was in his hand. So Esther drew near and touched the top of the scepter. He had mercy on her. Then said the king unto her, what wilt thou, Queen Esther? And what is thy request? It shall even be given thee to half of the kingdom. In other words, look, he could have killed her, but he had mercy on her. He held up that scepter, allowed her to come forth into his inner court, into his inner sanctuary. And he said, what's your request? Ask me what you want, even to half of the kingdom. Now, how do that relate to us today, man? We was all not called at one point. We was all living like heathens and Gentiles. But the Most High did what? He allowed the elect to come back into this inner court, and he held out that golden scepter, which is Yahushua, man. And through Yahushua, we had this mercy, man. You see, through Yahushua, he allows us to come back. Now that we in the inner court again, now we're able to give the sacrifices to the Lord. We're able to repent. We're able to be showed secrets and breakdowns and get the understanding on teach us how to live, man. If you're not in this inner court, then you can't have this. And all Israel don't have this, man. You see? Real quick, if you got something?
Nah, you got it.
Can you grab Romans 11:7, Baba Kashak?
Come on.
Just to go into, Israel, we the tabernacle of the Lord in the whole, but the only ones coming into this inner court is first and foremost the prophets, man. That's the priest. That's the priest to do the sacrifices. That's the priest to light those incense. You see? You got it, Doc.
Right. This Romans 11:7.
You can break it down, bro.
Right, Con. It says, what then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for. All right. And that Israel is the Israel not of the Most High. Because according to the scriptures, there's an Israel of the Most High. All right. And there's an Israel that's not of Israel. Okay. So the Israel right here that had not seeketh, or the Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, is the portion of those that were blinded. Their tables was made of snuff, even unto this very day. All right. And that David said, it says, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded. And the election goes into what? His bride. All right. His bride, the group for what? His bride, which is set for the groom. All right. Because the Lord have set aside a particular peculiar man, all right, to meet him at his coming. Basically, man. You see those five wise virgins, okay, they did what? Those are they which is part of the election, and the other five is those that did not obtain that which they seek it for. All right, which is symbolic to that as well. It says, according as it is written, God had given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, until this day, until this very day. So blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear. That's the election. All right, those that are eyes that can't see and can't hear right now, they are basically condemned unto death on this side. Okay, right. All right, and that's mercy. Hey, that's mercy, because that's mercy itself. Because one thing about that, the Lord see what is fit for you, that is good. Okay, and if he see that is rather than better than life for them on this side, that's mercy in itself, man.
Right.
You see, because he could have did it according to his will, or what? Let everybody basically make it, but he didn't on this side. Right. Okay, he set aside a particular group, a peculiar group. You got it, right?
Hey, and think about it. What is said about the heathens? They in the outer court, leave the outer shit to them. That's for them. But look, two-thirds on this side, they like heathens to us, man. So in other words, they can't come into this inner court, this inner sanctuary, man. The holies of holies, you see? Like you said, they have eyes that they can't see, ears that they can't hear. They blinded from this, man. They can't come and sacrifice unto the Lord, you know? You see? I got you real quick. Matthew 13:9, who have ears to hear, let them hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou to them in parables? Because look, when Yahushua spoke, it wasn't just easily accessible, man. You see, he didn't speak to make it easy to be understood for everybody, you know, because it wasn't given to everybody, man. It says, he answered and said unto them, because it is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them is not given. And that's how when you come into this inner court, that's when you get the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. Yahushua inner circle, man. Because it was many times he was talking to a multitude and was speaking in parables, but he'll pull them to the side and like, look, this what this mean. This is what I was talking about. This the breakdown. He was talking to his inner circle, man, the ones who was accepted. Hey, like John the Baptist told the wicked scribes and Pharisees, bring therefore fruits meet for repentance, man. Fruits meet to come into this inner court, man. You know? And that's only the elect, only the bride of Yahushua gonna have that scepter. The Most High go point that scepter towards them to come on. What's your request? Let me hear your request. What's your prayer, man? You know, he not hearing the 2/3 prayers right now. He ain't hearing all that, man. You see? Right. You know?
Hey, if I could say,
go ahead, bro.
Hey, that gives you the right of way, basically permission. All right. And to be given permission is to be granted something with favor. Okay, because did not the king ask Esther that, you know, whatever thou request, it shall be granted to anything basically into the kingdom. I roughly paraphrase that.
After the kingdom,
right. So not only did her permission was granted, or even though she didn't basically abide by the rules when she went into the king, not only that, he overlooked that, okay, but he also granted her anything she would desire, her heart's desire. Anything in the kingdom, okay? And in order to get those special privileges, you have to be peculiar,
right?
All right, you got to be what? In the inner circle, man. Okay, you go ahead.
Hey, just to back you up, hey, what? Because Xerxes said, "Whatever you want, ask me." This is what Yahushua told his bride, John 14:13. Whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do. You see, everybody don't have that opportunity to ask for what they want. Only that bride. Because look. If you married to, of course, on this side, you know, we in the kingdom, we're going to have many women, but to speak for the point of the lesson, you see, you're going to make sure you take care of your woman, right? You and look to Yahushua the Most High. Yeah, Israel in a whole, y'all the wife for the Most High, but look, they still commit adultery right now, bro. Spiritual fornication. They still got other husbands, Jesus and Buddha and Krishna and Allah, man, Muhammad, like we were saying earlier. So Yahushua just not about to say, tell them, ask me anything, and I'll give it to you. No, you still cheating on the Lord, man. He want them virgins. He want the ones who bathed in that oil, man. You see, he want the ones to come. Hey, in other words, that inner court is that bed chamber. When you go into the bed chamber, that's when you intimate with people. You intimate with your loved one, man. Well, in this inner court, Yahushua is intimate with his bride. That's when he come in and sup with you, like he say, I'm gonna come in and sup with you, man. I'm gonna come in and, you know, deal with you, you know, open your mind up to understand this and understand that. You see, that's what Yahushua doing. He not supping with everybody, man. I'm gonna finish this real quick. This John 14:13. Whatsoever you shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you shall ask anything in my name, I will do it, man. You see, and that's just like Xerxes told Esther, whatever you want, even to the half of the kingdom. Well, guess what? with our husband Yahweh Shai, we gonna get even to the half of the kingdom because we gonna be joint heirs, man.
Right.
You know? Con, hey, you got something? I'll read this for you. You can break it down.
Yeah, Con, Isaiah 50, bring that Isaiah 54 and 5.
Con.
Because one thing about a marriage, all right, you basically make vows, all right, that you give unto each other that's not to be basically forsaken, no matter what, man. All right. And that's how the Lord have likened his men. Because guess what? Though yet his men gonna pretty much sin or break commandments until the end, they still covered. All right. That gotta be what? Mercy, man, and grace. You see? But you got it out.
That's that scepter pointed towards the elect.
That's right.
Just like Xerxes. But this is Isaiah 54, and you said 5?
5. Yeah.
Isaiah 54 and 5. It says, "For thy maker is thine husband."
Right. So thy maker is thy husband. All right. So the person that's married unto you, all right, they pretty much they own the rights to us, because the Lord, like in Israel, his men as what? Common and delicate women. Okay. So we're the bride unto our husband. All right, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay, the visible image of the Most High on the earth. You see? So guess what? Now that means that if we're all bound unto him, okay, keep going.
Yep. It says, "For thy maker is thine husband, the Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name.
Yep.
And thy redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, the power of the whole earth shall he be called."
That's right. So he our redeemer. Hey, the person gonna save you. Hey, what a husband? Hey, a husband is a what? Protector. Also the one that what? Saves you from danger, endangerment. Okay. So, but guess what? A husband not going to go save every woman that will be his wife. He's going to save what? His wife in particular. All right. It's going to be someone in particular, not general, man. Okay. So it's going to be what? It's going to be it's going to be specifics. Okay. It's going to be what? It's going to be that person that you're looking for is not going to be the entire world, man. Okay. Right. It's going to be someone that's what? Near and dear to you, man.
In that inner court. Somebody you're intimate with, man. Hey, shout out to the elder Yashawamba and all the Akim on the comment board, man. The brother Cheris us, brother Quez, you know, BA, Shalom to all the brothers. Yahba Shemel Shah, Bashir Kokadash, Brakatham. To all you brothers, man. You know, I got a cool. You was finished on that?
Huh?
You was finished on that?
Yeah, I was finished on that. You can bring it out.
I got a, oh, you could pull that John 15 real quick.
Yeah, I got you. 15 and what?
14. Just to go into, hey, everybody don't get this, man. This is a true lesson, you know. Hey, just like everybody, as we got earlier, everybody wasn't like Esther to just go into the inner court and the king pointed his scepter towards you. No, anybody else would have been put to death. Anybody else would have been put to death, but mercy was showed towards her, just like us. Mercy was showed towards us. The Most High pointed that golden scepter, Yahweh Shai, at the elect, his bride, and was able to enter into the secret place, man. Able to have repentance and mercy. You see, knowing the secrets, man. Yahweh Shai is with us, man. You know, you can go ahead out.
There's John 15 and you say 14, right?
John 14.
Right. This says, "Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth."
Right. A servant, Salaki, bro. A servant, if your boss, right? You don't know what your boss business plan is. I don't know what my boss business plans is. He talk with his other, you feel me, bosses and people that he know who got other business. They talk amongst themselves. This is what we gonna do. This is the business plan. But you're not about to go tell your worker, look, I'm thinking about doing this decision for the company. You don't know those things, man. You see, like the elites, they talk amongst themselves. They ain't gonna tell they servants. They ain't gonna tell the peon Americans what they got going. You know. But they gonna keep that amongst themselves. So Yahweh Shai is saying, "Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servants know not what the Lord doeth." If you outside of the court, the inner court, you not knowing what's going on in the inner court because you outside. You not knowing the sacrifices that's being put up. You not knowing the deep understanding and dark sayings and breakdowns. You see, you not truly understanding the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai, man. You see, Baba Kasha, you can go ahead out.
Right. It says, "But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you."
And bro, all things that he heard from the Father, man. And when he heard them from the Father in the heavens, and when Moses got that example of the sanctuary, that in the court, Where he had it from, the heavens, man. So Yahweh Shai letting us know things that come straight from the inner court, from the heavens, man. You see, straight from the heavens, man. He telling us secrets, deep, dark mysteries, man. And like I said, you know, Jake be saying pillow talking in the world, right? Stop all that pillow talking. Well, technically, Yahweh Shai pillow talking with his woman. He telling his woman what it is, man. You see, but why? If you're not in that bed chamber, you're not gonna hear them deep, dark secrets, man. You see, that's why it's a blessing to be called, man. It's a blessing to be called to do this work, man. It's a blessing to be called to give up those sacrifices, man. As you were saying earlier, every Israelite man wasn't able to go sacrifice in the temple, man. Especially in the holiest of holies, you had to be a high priest.
Yeah, and consecrated. And consecrated. Salaki. Yeah. Come.
And consecrated, bro. You know.
Willie, we get that, man. But like you say, that inner circle reference what? A particular group of people. All right. The Lord speak of a garden. All right. And in this garden are the elect. Those particular people are the elect. Baba Gashai, if you ain't had nothing, if you was finished, I'm gonna grab something real quick. Yeah, more?
You can hit that 16 too, because this is one of the points. This is one of the points right here.
Okay, that's what that is.
John 15 and 16.
Well, John 15 and 16. My bad.
Just going to the point. Everybody, you can't just wake up and say, you know what? I'm gonna open the Bible and understand this. No, you have to be called to come up in here, you know? Yep. Like, hey, the Most High told Moses, look, tell Aaron put bells on, tell Aaron put all this on, so I know when he coming in and out the temple, so I don't kill him. You know what I mean? Just like Xerxes, you had to be called. If not, you was gonna be killed. You see, like we said earlier, when you come in this temple, you understand the truth, man. Understand the knowledge. Well, guess what? If you wasn't called and chosen to really do this, and you got the knowledge what it said, it would have been better for you not to have known. In other words, it would have been better for you not to have come into this inner court, man. Because now you gotta die since you ain't really applied what was written. You see, like it says, what we said earlier, that Luke 12, the one who knew his Lord's will, but didn't do it, he gonna be beat in his stripes. Because you came into the inner court without caution, in other words, man. You approached wrongly, man. Only the high priest, Aaron knew exactly how to approach that holiest of holies. He knew exactly how to go up and down. You see? He knew exactly what to wear when he was in that inner court. That's the same thing for Yahweh Shai bride. And look, you know how the scripture says, put on as the elect? If you don't know the characteristics of the elect, how you gonna put it on? For example, if somebody say, I want to be like Jordan. If you never watched Jordan, how you gonna know exactly how his fadeaway was? You see? If somebody still want to be like LeBron, you gotta watch their game in order to be like him. So if we want to be the elect or be like the elect, we have to know the characteristics and specifics that the elect come in with, man. Just like Aaron, man. If you want to make these sacrifices to the Lord, you have to know the specifics on how to sacrifice to the Lord. But the only way you're gonna know that is being in this inner court, man. You see, being in the inner court, the outer court don't know it. The outer court is like the heathens. You see. But you can go ahead with that 16 Oxalakia, bro. But
it's all good. They the spirit moving. But hey, if I could add, in order to be in that inner court, first and foremost, going back to Proverbs 18 and 16. It says a man's gift making a room for him. Woo. And everybody that's in the inner court has what? A gift. They have something to bring to the table. All right. So in order to come in there and into the Lord's bosom, he has blessed us all with what? Spiritual gifts, man. Yes. All right. And you consecrate you in order to be around what? Elect a holy men. Well, holy men that's doing the work of the Lord. Like right now, the guys that's in these different camps, they all bring what? Something integral to the body. All right, something spiritual, whether it be, you know, geographical, historian, scripture-wise, you know, whatever it may be, man. Okay, healing. All right, they bringing what? A man's gift making room for him, and the Lord gave all the gifts into the men of the Lord with no variableness, man. Going to James, no change. Which what they're not changing. Okay, but those gifts was given to interchange in between the money changers, which are those in that one house, man. Right. Okay, that the house may be increased, but it says a man's gift making it room for him and bringing him before great men. Hey, in that tabernacle that was put up, all right, though yet the Levitical priest was able to go in there, but in the holy of the holiest, only one person was able to go. But those other men made it in there. Why? Because there was also what? Anointed as well. All right, consecrated as well. You see? So, but in the Lord's house, is a garden of basically a variety of plants, okay, that we gonna go into in the Songs of Solomon, Lord willing. You see? And that is enclosed in, all right, with only those plants growing in there. You see? But let me finish it out so we could get to that, brother. This John 15.
Hey, real quick, and, let me grab some of the bros' precepts. Brothers lighting up this comment board, dog.
Right, come on.
This is the brother Quez, 2nd Esdras 8:41. It says, "For as the husbandman soweth much seed upon the ground, and planteth many trees, yet the thing that is sown good, this season cometh not up. Neither do all that is planted take root." Every Israelite ain't gonna take root. Even so, like you're saying, that garden. Oh, hey, you put that seed down, all them seeds ain't gonna sprout up, dog. All them seeds ain't gonna sprout up. You put some fruit seeds down, everything ain't gonna grow how you want it to grow. It says, hey, that's why, hey, John the Baptist says, bring forth therefore fruits meet for repentance, man. Fruits meet to grow, man. It says, neither do all that is planted take root. Even so is it of them that are sown in the world, they shall not all be saved, man. That brother Jim Messal, Shalom, Maki, how about Shema Shabrakatah? Romans 12:1, going into that sacrifice. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice. So we don't have to literally be like the pre-high priests of old, get turtle doves and lambs. No, it's ourselves, man. Yahweh Shai sacrificed himself. We his body, right? You see, whatever part of the body, you have to sacrifice that part because he sacrificed his whole body, man. If you the pinky of Yahweh Shai, go ahead and sacrifice that pinky you is, man. If you the elbow, sacrifice that elbow, man. Give it all you got. You see, it says wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service, man. It's the least we can do, in other words, man. The other Yahshua, Ephesians 4:8, wherefore he said, when he ascended up on high, he led captivity captive and gave gifts unto men. And even if when you go into that inner court, that holy of holies, when you go into serving the Lord in the Old Testament, each priest had their own service. You had one who took care of burning the incense. You had one took care of dumping the ashes. One took care of the literal sacrifice. One took care of the blood. One took care of the shewbread. Each priest had their own office. Just like today, each priest we have our own office, man. But guess what? We all inside the same court, though. You see? You know? Kind of the brother Jim S. Cherry's that Matthew 25 with that oil. Because in brothers, coming in late, we got that example of Esther, man. Anybody can just go to Xerxes' inner court, man, unless he showed you mercy. If he didn't, you had to die. Well, guess what? The Lord showed us mercy, man. He pointed that golden scepter Yahweh Shai towards us and let us come forth. And the brother, real quick, and we can finish off on that Matthew 25, John 15. But it's Matthew 25:1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. Hey, think about those virgins. Before you had to go to Xerxes, what you had to do? Bathe in oil, right? Now, how would it be if you didn't bathe in that oil? Xerxes would have been like, move around. He probably would have killed you. Because it was a commandment to bathe in that oil before you come to the king. The same thing for us. We have to bathe in this oil. This is the scriptures. We have to bathe in this, man. You see another study, fast, repenting, most importantly, like Apostle Paul said, those who preach the gospel must live up the gospel, man. That's how we bathe in it, applying what we read. And it says, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept, right? Those ones outside of the court, they slumbered and slept because you not really know what's going on inside, man. You see? But you can go ahead, Doc. You got something?
Right, come on. Just to add to you, to what you just said, this Ecclesiastes 9:8, it says, let thy garments be always white, and let thy head lack no ointment. Woo. Meaning what? You just mentioned the point. It kind of slipped my mind, Baba Gashai. You just mentioned it though. All right, stand anointed. Baba, damn, you just made the point right before your last point. That's what made me bring it out. But it says, let thy garments be always white, and let thy hair lack no ointment.
Oh, them virgins bathing in that
right. Right. Yeah. That's now I came back. Basically going before the Lord, what? In purity, man. Okay. To the pure, let all things be pure. Meaning what? When you get clean, you want to stay clean. Because we know when we shower, just going from a physical level, we get back what? Filthy. All right. But to the pure, all things are pure. You see? Meaning what? They've been purified. Okay, and they go before the Lord with that what? That righteous sacrifice, man. Okay, they're ready. Okay, he making what? When he make up his jewels, man. You see, his jewels is getting ready. Okay, to be a bride that's decked out with her ornaments, ready for her groom. You see, hey, what the bride do when it's time to get married? She go away, right, into another room, or we'll call her saint, the lady saint, whatever it is.
For the sake of the lesson, she going to the inner court.
Right, she going to the inner court and get what? Did it up, okay? Right. For lack of better word, she go get what? Beautified. All right, and that's what the Lord doing. His ornaments. We are His ornaments, man. You see, we're just like plants growing in the garden of the Lord. We steady getting watered, okay, blossoming into what we're going to what we're going to ultimately be. We all started as small flowers in a garden, but guess what? That smallest flower grows to be one of the greatest flowers in the garden. You see, according to what? The way it was watered, planted, and what? Then what? Bought up by the Lord. As Apollos and Paul did, and then the Lord give the increase, okay? According to that water, you see? But this John 15 and 16. And
this is going to the point, though, like we hit on earlier.
It says
you have to be called and chosen, bro. Called to this inner court, man. You know, and this just gonna hit the point. You can go ahead.
It says, "Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you."
Yeah, and think, Salaki, I don't mean to cut you off, bro, Salaki. But think about it, especially in the ancient world, today a woman could choose what man she want. She could turn down men, you know what I mean, play with men. You know, men could send a DM. She could just put it on, leave it on red. You know what I mean? A woman have choices today, man. But in the ancient world, if you was just if a man wanted you and the father wanted his daughter with that man, you ain't had no choice. You see, so in the ancient world, you had no choice, man. But the point is, this was written in the ancient world, right? The ancient world customs. So no person just can choose the Lord. You can't just choose this groom. You can't just choose your husband, man, with the Lord. He have to choose you, just like in the ancient world, the man chose his wife. Not like today, a woman choose. No, Yahweh Shai have to choose you, man. Just like Xerxes, he chose to let Esther come into the inner court. The same thing with Yahweh Shai, man. That's why I said before this, he don't call us servants, but friends. Friends, man. In other words, your friends is your inner circle. You're gonna tell them secrets. You're gonna let them know different things, man. But not no stranger. You can go ahead, Art.
Right. It says, "But I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain."
Now, this is talking specifically to the prophets, because who really going to bring forth the fruit? The prophets, man. I got you real quick, just to go into how it's a blessing to be in this inner court, man. This is Psalms 64. Let me see. Hold on. Psalm 65 and 4. And it's the precept to what you just brought out. Let me find it real quick. Salaki. Here we go. This Psalm 65 and 4. It says, "Blessed is the man whom thou choosest and causes to approach unto thee," man. Esther was blessed to be caused to approach unto Xerxes. If he didn't hold out that scepter, that golden scepter to Esther, what had to happen? She had to die. If the Lord, the Most High Yahweh, didn't hold out Yahweh Shai to the elect, we would have died, man. So it's a blessing to be caused to approach unto this inner court, man. It's a blessing to be caused to approach and to give these sacrifices, man. Real quick, it says, Psalm 65 and 4. "Blessed is the man whom thou choosest." What he said, you have not chosen me, I chose you, man. He chose us to come get these sacrifices. It says, "And causes to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in thy courts," that we dwelling in these inner courts. Psalms 91, in a secret place, man. The Lord calls us to come out this world, dwell in his inner courts, man. So he can. It says, "And causes to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in thy courts. We shall be satisfied with the goodness of thy house, even the holy temple," man. And that's everything that this truth got to offer. And what's some of those things? First and foremost, repentance, man. Having faith. So, mercy showed towards us, man. Understanding the dark sins, the mysteries, being able to understand the prophecies, having the Holy Spirit. Protection in Jacob's trouble, protection now and in Jacob's trouble, man. All these are the things that's within his inner court, man. And many more, many other blessings and all good things, man. You know, the kingdom of heaven, all this, man. This is in that inner court, man. Hope, mercy, you see? You know, you got it out.
Right. Hey, those men plant up like grass out of concrete, man. Meaning what? It's rare. All right. You don't see grass growing out of concrete, huh? Okay. That's what? That's rare, okay, to see. But I got to
bring this one out real quick.
Yeah, that's Quine, yeah.
Joel 2:16, gather the people, sanctify the congregation. Woo. And that's what you've been talking about all day. Hey, man,
that's right.
All day you've been talking about that, bro. Sanctifying ourselves. It says, gather the people, sanctify the congregation, assemble the elders, gather the children, and those that suck the breast. Woo. Hey, when you sucking breast, you have to be close to whoever that person is. In other words, man, you hear me? You know, when we getting that milk as children from our elders, man. You man, see, and it says, "Suck the breast, let the bridegroom go forth of his chamber, and the bride out of her closet." Man, that's what you were just saying about the marriage. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Oh, that's smoke, yeah, man. Hey, but that come from being what? Within. Salaki, you speaking?
Now go ahead.
That come from being what? Within. In the bosom of, all right? Being what? Near and dear. Because there's a people the Most High have made near and dear unto himself, man. You see? He gave those people, his offspring on the earth, the attributes of him. And you see that through his men, okay, mainly, all right? Really through his men, you see the real true attributes of the Lord, man. Because everybody else out here carrying the attributes of the Lord deceitfully, man. Okay, for whatever it is they doing. Okay, but I got a precept, right? Baba Gashab.
Brothers lighting up that comment board, dog.
Yeah, come. Hey, it's Psalms 92 and 12. I'm gonna go to 14. It says, "The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon." And anybody know a Lebanon tree is one of the, the highest stature trees, growing trees, okay? It says, "Those that be planted in the house of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua shall flourish in the courts of our power," man.
In the court, dog.
You see that what? Those inner courts, man. And that's the point. "They shall still bring forth fruit in old age," our elders. You see, those that have been ultimately what? Planted, man, and watered by the Lord. You see, it's a difference between just being planted and you in some soil. But when you're in that righteous soil that bring forth fruit, okay, that's the ultimate thing. It says, "They shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be fat and flourishing," man. You see? So yeah, that was the point. That was the point, pretty much. I got another one too. If you want to grab some other comic board or whatever.
What you just saying, the brother posted this earlier. Matthew 13:7, "And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them." Matthew 13:8, "But others fell into good ground." You fell into that inner court ground and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, 60-fold, and some 30-fold. Like you were just saying, all fruit, all seeds ain't gonna sprout up, but the good ones gonna sprout up. You see, the ones that's well taken care of, man. The brother again, Isaiah 62:5, "For as a young man married the virgin, so shall thy sons marry thee. Ooh, as the bridegroom rejoiceth over the bride, so shall the Most High rejoice over thee," man. Fire.
That's right.
Hey, when you plant a seed, how it's gonna go up? What you gotta put on it to let it grow? What you gotta put on there?
You gotta put water.
Water, right? Isaiah 44:3, "For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed and my blessing upon thy offspring," man.
Con.
Hey, like you said earlier, brother Yashala YG put on as the elect. In order to put on as the elect, you have to read about the elect to put on as them, man. You see, like people favorite rappers or movie stars or celebrity, they see their certain swag, how they dress. You see, man, I want to dress like this dude. So you're gonna go buy the clothes that he have. Well, if you want to be like the elect, you're gonna do what the elect would do, man. But in order to know that, you have to be in Yahweh Shai in the circle, man. Colossians 12, "Put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, the house of David, bowels of mercy Hey, in the inner court, this is about to name all things that we're gonna receive in the inner court: bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, and long suffering, man. And that's some things that the elect gonna do. So we have to put on as that, man. You see? You go ahead, I'll have, bro.
Right, Khan. I got just to back up the brother Salak and the elder Yashawamba point, basically, and I'm gonna stick to that with that going. I gotta hop on that right quick. This Psalms 72 and 16. And remember, we've been speaking about the inner court, those that are what? Near and dear, that's in the bosom. And when you go into the word bosom, it means within, one that is close, okay? It says, this Psalm 72 and 12 and 16, it says, there shall be a handful of corn in the earth upon the top of the mountains. The fruit thereof shall shake like Lebanon, and they of the city shall flourish like grass of the earth. Now, key point, there shall be a handful of corn. All right, not all corn, but it says what? A handful of corn, which you can liken that unto what? The very elect. Not liking it, it is talking about the elect. Okay, that shall be planted, and they of the city shall flourish like grass of the earth. Who are the grass? What is the grass of the earth that's flourishing above all things? Because you know the Lord likened grass unto people, man. You see? So, and what people are flourishing above the mountains of the earth, man? Hey, that's the elect. Okay, the elect. The mountains represent the other government, the small, the bigger governments. Okay, but who are flourishing above that, man? Okay, who are breaking who is breaking the mountains down? Okay, well, what? The word of the Lord, man. You see? I'm gonna read it again.
John.
It says, there shall be a handful of corn in the earth, man. Okay, so what the Lord mean by a handful of corn, man? It's gonna be what? Special, particular people, man. Okay. It said upon the top of the mountains, man. That's why he said, lift ye the banners, what? Upon the top of the mountains, man. Right. Only that corn, that special corn that the Lord have preserved is lifting that banner on top of the mountains, man. You see? Upon the top of the mountains. And it says, the fruit thereof shall shake like Lebanon, man. Okay? And there the city shall flourish like grass of the earth. Okay? His name shall endure forever. His name shall be continued as long as the sun, and men shall be blessed in him. All nations shall call him blessed, man. Okay? But you got it out.
Hey, that's the point, because you said, hey, it gotta be specifics to come serve the Lord, man. You know, coming to that inner court, and the brother put a precept I want to grab real quick. It's on the comment board, the brother GMS Salt. Because let me grab it real quick. Hey, because like we were saying earlier, hey, when you a priest, you just couldn't go up and on your own, do your own thing, man. It was specifics that had to be done in that inner court. And because the brother said Ezekiel 36 and 25, then I will sprinkle clean water upon you. What's the water? This word, man. That's and right. You shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols will I cleanse you. Now, also, ultimately, bro, and that's the verse of Yahweh Shai, because when you go to this real quick, I want to get it. Leviticus 21 and 17. It says, saying, whosoever be of thy seed and their generations that have any blemish, let him not approach to offer the bread of his power. So if you had a blemish, you couldn't go offer no sacrifice to the Lord. You couldn't approach the title. You couldn't just approach. Right now, let's read some of these blemishes, and that's the Wadi Yahweh Shai for Yahweh Shai, man. What the Wadi Yahweh for Yahweh Shai. You see, because through Yahweh Shai, we can't approach, man, all through him, because he is the water, he is the word, man. You know, but watch what it say, though. It says, for whatsoever man he be that have a blemish, he shall not approach a blind man or a lame man, or he that have a fat nose. Shit, my shit flat. You know what I mean? You know, it says, or any superfluous, or man that is broken footed or broken handed or crooked back or a dwarf, or that have a blemish in his eye, or be scurvy or scabbed, or his stones broken. But you see all the specifics that had to, bro, you had to be, in other words, a perfect man in order to come into this inner court. Through Yahweh Shai, we are made perfect men, man. Yeah. You see? Now it's not in the flesh, and ultimately, and I'm speaking as saying we the hopeful elect, you know, because that's what we strive for, man. Because it says what? The elect, they sins, they perfect without no God, they spirits. And through Yahweh Shai, he ain't counting the flesh, he counting the spirit. The Most High, he don't look on the outward man, the more he look on the spirit now, man. And through Yahweh Shai, that's what we receive, man. So through Yahweh Shai, even though these brothers might have shit, I got a flat ass nose. Brothers might be short as shit. I'm sorry, you know, I'm out of there. In other words, bro, brothers might have the humpback and shit or whatever it be though. The point is, if Yahweh Shai went on the scene, we couldn't enter this inner court, man. And it says, no man that have a blemish of the seed of Aaron, the priest, shall come nigh to offer the offerings of the Lord made by fire. You couldn't even give your sacrifice, man. He that have a blemish, he shall not come nigh to offer the bread of his power. He shall eat the bread of his power, both of the most holy and of the holy. It says, only he shall not go in unto the veil. And what was behind that veil? The holies of holies, man. The inner court, you couldn't go back there. You see, but now through Yahweh Shai, we all made priests. We all giving them sacrifices, man. Going back to the brother precept, Ezekiel 36 and 25, then I will sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness. Filthiness from our sins and the flesh. You see, hey, and them new bodies. Hey, the brother said, I'm sorry too, but and them new bodies, man, we gonna all receive this through Yahweh Shai, man. It says, I'm gonna end it off of this, and you got it, out.
Right, come.
It says, only he shall not go in unto the veil. Hey, because why? That veil rent now. Through Yahweh Shai, that veil rent. So we all in there now. But that's you called to go back there, though. Because, hey, what he said, you have not chosen me, I chosen you. Even though it's open right now, all the men of the Israel ain't priests. Like we brought out earlier.
Right.
The elect have obtained the rest were blinded. And who is the elect? That bride. So the bride was given that mercy, man. And it says, nor coming to the altar because he have a blemish that he profaned, not my sanctuaries, for I Yahweh do sanctify them, man. You got it out.
Right, con. So, hey, the brother right on point with that, man. And we gonna let these rivers flow. Hey, Baba Gashad, give me that Song of Solomon 4 and 12. Start at 12, but right now I'm gonna read this and then we're gonna jump to that. Just hold that on deck. All right, this is the Rock 24 and I'll start at 30. It says, I also came out as a brook from a river and as a conduit into a garden. I said, I will water my best garden. And the point is, why he said my best garden? Why he just didn't say I'm going to water all gardens? All right? Because it's what? It's talking about something that's particular, man. All right? He's specifying that which he's talking about. It says, I said I will water my best garden. Okay, and will water abundantly my garden bed. Okay, so the garden bed is what makes up his garden is the elect, and we gonna prove that in Song of Solomon. It says, and lo, my brook became a river, and my river became a sea. Now, what rivers you know? All right, well, what men you know on the earth that fruit is basically increasing and increasing. In order for fruit and stuff to grow, it need to be what? It need to be water, right, man? All right, trees need to be what? Planted by rivers of living water, going into zones that it may what? That it may grow. Okay, so that's how a river, that's how a brook become a river and a river become a sea by the words of the men of the Lord being stretched forth to the ends of the earth. Okay, the more the word is likened into a sea because it has what? Covered the entire earth now, man. You see? Yeah. So the word of the Lord have covered the entire earth. So you can liken it. First, it started off what? Small and from a brook, it became a river. Then more men got what? On, and then it became a sea now. All right. It got GMS Italy. Okay. Like now this have became a river, man. Okay. So everybody know about it. But let's jump into the water being the best garden and the water abundant and will water abundantly my garden bed. And who the garden bed is. Bring it out.
John. Songs of Solomon 4 and 11, right?
Start at 12.
Songs of Solomon 4 and 12. It says, a garden enclosed is my sister, my spouse, a spring shut up, a fountain sealed.
So why is the garden enclosed? First of all, because he just mentioned he's gonna water his water. He's gonna water his best garden, okay, and then water it abundantly. But how can a garden be enclosed? Mean what? Sealed up. Okay, that garden is the men of the Lord. All right, and is my sister, my spouse, a spring shut up, a fountain sealed. So now remember, we went into it that what eyes, they have eyes that they can't see and ears that they can't hear, because these rivers of living waters is being dispersed amongst the entire earth. Okay, but everybody can't understand it. But who gonna understand it? The elect. That's why the elder Yashawamba put on that the floods shall those that are thirsty, the water shall go up on what? Dry grounds. All right, those that are what? Able to receive this word, that it don't choke them, okay, or it don't become unfruitful to them. All right, that they could get watered and what? Grow thereby. But it says a phone seal. Who know if you turn water on, that how can you seal a phone up? By turning it off. But if a phone is on, it can't be sealed, man. So it's speaking of what? It's going, as a matter of fact, read the next verse. Go down.
It says, verse 13, thou plants are an orchard of pomegranates with pleasant fruit. Aaron had no pomegranates on his garment too.
That's right.
Orchard of pomegranates with pleasant fruits, campfire with spikenard. It says spikenard and saffron, calamus, cinnamon with all trees of frankincense, myrrh, aloes with all the chief spices, man.
Right, that's right. So in the plants that are in the Lord's garden, which are orchard, pomegranates, pleasant fruits, campfire, spinkers. Okay, read 14 too.
14, spikenard, saffron, calamus, cinnamon, and who was dealing with the spices and the incense? The priests.
The righteous.
The priests. Yeah, go ahead. In that temple, who was in the inner court, man.
That's right.
It says, hey, shalom to that brother GMS Salt, that brother heading out. You know what I mean? Shalom, Mark.
Shalom, Mark.
It says, spikenard and saffron, calamus, and cinnamon with all trees of frankincense, myrrh, aloes with all the chief spices.
Right, which also happens to be what? The Lord favorite smells, because the Lord got a favorite everything. A favorite bird, a favorite people, a favorite everything, man. Okay, so the Lord liking these smells. These are savory smells unto the Lord, man. Okay, frankincense and myrrh. Hey, the Lord, hey, we like what the Lord like. What brothers be putting up? Myrrh, frankincense, all right, cinnamon, all these are what? Sweet saviors. There you go. You know, all these are sweet saviors unto the Lord. The Lord like a sweet smell, man. All right, he don't like a unpleasant smell, man. A stink smell, okay? For you know, for lack of better words. But go ahead.
Can I get a precept for y'all?
Right, con. I got another one behind that too.
Then we gonna get the other Yashawam. We got one, but just to go into, hey, even though we ain't going to the temple physically, in the temple in Jerusalem, lighting these smells, we still giving off those same smells by the words we speaking, man. And it's to prove that Sirach 39 and 13. Hearken unto me, ye holy children. Woo! Hey, we've been talking about plants growing up, right?
That's right.
It said, hearken unto me, ye holy children, and bud forth as a rose growing by the brook of the field, by that water. It says, and give ye a sweet savior as frankincense. Now it's about to tell how we're gonna give this sweet savior. And give thee a sweet savior as frankincense, and flourish as a lily, send forth a smell and sing a song of praise. That's how we giving off that smell. We singing a song of praise, that new song, man. You see? But you ain't gonna know this new song unless you in the inner court. Why? Because it said in Revelation 14 is 144,000 that's able to understand this new song, sing this new song. Everybody ain't in the new court. Everybody ain't in choir rehearsing this song, man. You see? It's only the ones who are ordained who call, man. It says, and sing forth a praise, bless Yahweh in all his works, magnify his name and show forth his praise with the song of your lips. We giving that frankincense smell, that myrrh. You see, all them smells by our lips. Hey, just like the Most High in Isaiah 6, he put that hot coal on Isaiah's tongue, man. He put that hot, and now look, I got a little hot coal. Now it's small, but look, this that hot coal. Now what you do with this coal? You burn incense on it, man. So look, in other words, now Isaiah had that truth. The same thing for us. We have this truth, this sweet smell on our lips, man. It says, and with harps and in praising him shall you say after this manner, man. But you know, that's the point. I'm gonna finish reading this for you in that Songs of Solomon, because the verse 14 it go into that fountain of water. And
that 15, that 15, and then bring the elder Yashawamba on precept. All you got at the bottom.
Just put up precepts about water, and then we get them other brothers too. But this is let me see, Songs of Solomon, I'm gonna read 14. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just start at 12 again and read it through for you. It says, a garden enclosed is my sister, my spouse, a spring shut up.
Let me add something to that, Oxalaki. That sister, my spouse, is one that's basically come from your bosom. They're not when the Lord gave basically Adam Eve, did he say that is this not flesh of my flesh, a bone of my bone? Meaning what? That which is within you, man. You see? That what? That comes from within. Okay, close. Just like we've been speaking about that's near and dear to the Lord, man. All right. He gave Adam a woman out of his own loin, out of his line, man. All right. That came out of his line. That's why it says my sister, my spouse, man. Go ahead.
It says a spring shut up, a fountain sealed. Hey,
a spring.
You got it. Go ahead.
You got it out. You want to make a point? Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, it said a spring shut up, a fountain sealed. What it said about the house of David, and close up the breaches thereof. You see? So when the house of David get built up, the breaches closed. You just can't come in. It's only for the men who was of the house of David then, and before that, who was with the house in the beginning. That's the same men that's being raised up now. You see, starting with our apostles and elders, a great millstone, and the brothers across the four corners. When we get, Lord willing, we those men raised up, it's gonna be sealed, man.
Right.
You see?
Baba Kashah. Let me add this to that right here. This Proverbs 5:15. It says, drink waters out of thine own cistern and running waters out of thine own well. Meaning what? Within our house. All right. And the house of like you said, the breaches thereof of the house of David, which is what? The right way, the right doctrine. Don't drink waters from everywhere. All right. It says, let thy fountains be dispersed abroad and rivers of water in the streets. Let them be only thine own and not strangers with thee. You see? So it says a spring shut up, a fountain sealed. Or the men that got this knowledge, all right, would be like somebody, and to most people, as if they can't understand it. That's why he said what? The election had obtained it, but the rest were blinded. All right? Because the waters are being dispersed in the streets, and they've been dispersed abroad, and water's being put out in the streets. It's basically free to everybody. That's why I said, I believe it's in Esdras, and I'll paraphrase it. We don't got to go to it. That he say, give these 70 out first, and then keep back these to men that be like thee. All right. It basically was the understanding of dealing with the I might grab that. I might get it.
Why? Well, men was in the inner court. That's why they got it.
Right. Because it was what? Certain men like Esdras. That's why he said men that be like thee. All right. Keep these back. But he said, give this get this book to, I gotta get it. I don't want to paraphrase it, but it says, let thy fountain be blessed and rejoice with the wife of thy youth, which we're the wife of the Lord, man. Okay, that's why the Lord deals with us in what? In our youth, man. You see, and grows us up, and we suck the breast of the Lord, and that tends to what? Grow us up in the truth. That we become well traveled, all right, and then become what? To where we can discern good and evil. All right, able to get that meat and grow. Right, yep. It says, last one. Let her be as the loving hind and the pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love, man. All right. It says, and why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman and embrace the bosom of a stranger? Meaning you're not gonna take anybody and bring them close to you or let you live in your house with you, man. Okay. Right. But bring those that what? That's a family, a kinswoman. Okay, one that is what? Close and near and dear to you. But you got it out.
The ones who was with you before the world was created. That's the elect.
There you go.
That's the ones they ate. He was close, then was afar off. And John 14 said, I go to prepare a place for you where I am, there you may also be. He gonna come bring us back into that house, man.
Yep.
You know, but I'm gonna finish this for you. And it says from Songs of Solomon 4 and 14, it says spikenard and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, with all trees of frankincense, myrrh, aloes, with all the chief spices. Verse 15,
which is 12 salaki, which makes up the 12 manners of fruit, which goes into the 12 tribes of Israel. That also speaks about that in Revelation. Those diverse kinds of fruits. All right, which are the 12 tribes? men, you know, different ways of teaching, different flavors, different varieties. Okay, that's why he named all kind of pleasant fruits and different spices. All right, cinnamons. You see, because what the house of the Lord got a variation of all kind of gifts in it, man. You see, different gifts, man. But go ahead.
It said many members, but one body.
Yeah,
you know, it says a fountain of gardens, a well of living waters.
See, a fountain of gardens, man, and a well of living waters and streams of Lebanon, man. You see, waters that can't flow. That's why the scriptures speak about I think that's like I forget where it's at in Timothy, that this word have free course, man. Okay, that it may what spring abroad, man. That the waters be not stagnant, man. And the men of the Lord don't have stagnant waters, man. They don't stop the flow of the river, man. You see? But go ahead, that was it. 15 was it. You got it, brother.
Tell the precept, John 7:38, going into the waters. He that believeth on me, now this is Yahushua speaking. It says that the scriptures have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. You see, believe on Yahushua as the scriptures say. Going into the color of the Lord, how the scriptures say, look. Also his demeanor, not a soft man, but an austere man. You see, what he stood for the truth, like what it said in Revelation 11, in Babylon the Great, our Lord was crucified. His real image was put out, but look, we believe on that real image. It's put out to the world, but hey, it's put within us, though. It's put within us, man. You see why? Because we in his sanctuary. We with him. You see, we with him, man. It says so. Hey, so if you believe on the Lord, in other words, because this the Lord, right? Yep. If you follow the Lamb, whatsoever he goes, whatever the scriptures say, that's what it is. Out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Living waters is his truth, man. You see, brothers could go on for days and just talk about the Lord, precept upon precept. You see, understanding upon edification upon building, man. Living waters, it don't stop. It don't stop. It's gonna keep going all the way into our lifestyle. Not just the scriptures, but our lifestyle. Teach us how to live. Teach us how to conduct ourselves. Teach us how to be better sons to the Most High, better friends, brothers, and servants to Yahushua, better brothers to brothers, better fathers. You see, better husbands. You see, all this word teach that, man. Hey, to tell you, it says living waters. What it said, the word of the Most High is quick and powerful. Quick is alive, man. It don't ever stop. Living waters don't stop flowing. This is gonna go on forever. It's eternal. Yahushua gonna live forever. So the word is eternal, man.
Right, Con. I got that precept too. I got them precepts that I was speaking about in Esdras. It goes right into what we were saying too.
Con, I'm gonna bring out one more. Isaiah 58:11, and Yahweh shall guide thee continually and satisfy thy soul in drought and make thy bones fat. Now, how if you in a drought, how you satisfy? You know what I mean? Satisfy the drought and make thy bones fat, and thou shalt be like a watered garden and like a spring of water whose waters fail not.
Can't make this up. That's the Lord abundantly watering his water bed, and the water bed is his men. You see, the bed is his plant that we just read about. We can't make this up. These the scriptures. we can't make it up, man. You know, I got something else. I have to go with the elder again. You got something? All right, come.
Now you go ahead.
This second Esdras 14, and I'm gonna read down this 42. I'm gonna read it out to 47. It says, the highest gave understanding unto 5 men, and they wrote the wonderful visions of the night that were told, which they knew not. And they sat 40 days, and they wrote in the day, and at night they ate bread. As for me, I spake in the day, I held not my tongue by night. And 40 days they wrote 204 books. And it came to pass, when the 40 days were fulfilled, that the highest spake, saying, the first that thou hast written published, openly, that the worthy and the unworthy may read it. All right. So why he told Esdras to publish a book that the worthy and the unworthy may read it. Okay, let's see. But keep the 70 last, that thou may deliver them only to such as be wise among the people. Okay, and who are the teachers of the people today? hey, your eyes shall see thy teachers in the end time, right? What that's Isaiah 30 and 20. All right, thine eyes shall what? See thy teacher. They shall not be removed into a corner anymore. All right, the watchmen, the teachers of Israel, right now. It says, but keep the 70 last. Why he say keep the 70 last, man? This is why. For in them, the 70 that's kept back, for in them is the spring of understanding, the fountain of wisdom, and the stream of knowledge. Come on, man.
They in that garden, no?
Come on, man. Let me read that again. We gonna hammer this point right here home. This is why the Lord told Esdras to keep back 70. That was for those what? Peculiar men, those special men. All right. It says, but what? But keep the 70 last, that thou mayest deliver them only to such as be wise among the people. 70 books he told them to keep back. Okay. But the other ones, he said to publish it openly to the worthy and the unworthy. So let the unworthy hear this, or whoever, let them get it. But it says, for in them, this 47, is the spring of understanding, the fountain of wisdom, and the stream of knowledge, man.
That's fire, bro. That's fire, dog. You know? there it is. Hey, but the only way for you to get there is what? You have to be in your house side in a circle, man.
Yep.
In a circle, bro. If not, you can't get it. Because it's not given to everybody, man. You see?
Hey, what matter of fact, and to show you the proof that what the backup, what we just said, if you could give me that Sirach, remember we talked about that Sirach 17 and 5, basically with that remember he goes into the interpretation and the cognition thereof.
It's kind of Sirach 17 and 5. It says, Sirach 17 and 5, they receive the use of 5 operations of the Lord.
Right, Con.
And in the sixth place, he imparted them understanding.
Yep.
And in the 7th, speech and interpreter of the cogitations thereof. Right.
So what? And what the men of the Lord have, they have that interpretation of the cognition thereof. Because with speech, animals can't speak. So that give us what? Preeminence over animals. All right. And to have that interpretation of the cognition thereof. All right. That's what? That means what? We have the understanding of what? Then go into that word cognition, Baba Gashap.
Kind of got you.
Right. It says a counsel and a tongue and eyes and ears and a heart gave he to them to understand. You see?
You want me to go to it on the blue letter or?
On the what we got earlier. I mean, in it, you know, whatever it was. I mean, you go to it earlier. I think it just went into the dictionary.
Let me see.
It's not a here nor there. Just get the cognitions thereof. Because an interpreter of the cognition thereof is to have that what? He imparted to them what? Understanding, man. All right? That's that understanding, man. Hey, that wisdom. Wisdom is what? Knowledge applied. You see? But you got to have that understanding. You got to have that discretion on what it is you know, man. That insight, the prudence. You got it out?
Kind, but I got one, but I don't think I forgot which one where we was earlier. I could just show this then. But the one earlier was fire though.
Yeah, whichever one that was you grabbed earlier, that was on point.
Man, let me see.
I don't know if you went in a blue letter on it or whatever.
You can read that off the screen, not?
I kind of a little bit. You gotta just blow it up.
Kind. I read it for you. It says cogitation on the Edamon. It says thought, idea, notion, that which is thought out.
I don't think this is it though.
Yeah, this ain't the active man. Let me see, y'all. Salakia, bro.
You might have just had it on a regular. You just probably got it on a regular dictionary, or either in a.
This what it say on Google: cogitation, the action of thinking deeply about something.
Yeah, that wasn't it either. You might have got it in the blue letter.
But now this is the apocryphal.
I don't know what it was, bro. Whatever it was you read earlier, but like I said, it's neither here nor there. You know, at 7, I gotta get on the conference at 7.
Well, shit, we can, go ahead and
Right. If you got anything, I mean, you got a couple more minutes, we can run it. You know,
nah, I ended off on this. I ended off on this. If you ain't got nothing else.
Right. Yeah. That's it. That's all I had.
Yeah. Just to go into, let's go into who make up that inner court, man. This Revelation 21, and I'm gonna start at 15. And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city. Hey, what Xerxes pointed at that golden scepter, man.
Yep.
It says, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof, and the city thereof lie 4 square, and the length is as large as the breadth. And he measured the city with the reed in 12,000 furlongs, the length and the breadth and the height of it, and he measured the wall thereof, the inner part, right? And guess what it say? And he measured the wall thereof 144 cubits, man. That's that's that inner circle. That's the ones Yahweh Shai said, y'all ain't choose me. I chose y'all. Like Psalms 65 again. This the ones who, I'm gonna get it again real quick. This the ones who Yahweh Shai, well, this the one, because Yahweh Shai said you can't come to, you know what that said? Yahweh Shai said you can't come to him unless the Father draw you or send. Hey, real quick, can you grab Psalm 65 and 4? I'll look it up.
Okay. The Psalm 65 and 4. It says, blessed is the man whom thou choosest and causes to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in thy courts.
In the inner court. And that's the blessing. The Lord calls you to approach. Now, just like King Xerxes, he allowed Esther to come forth. You see, he had mercy on her because she was supposed to get put to death. You feel me? From just doing her own shit. But look, he had mercy and pointed that golden scepter. Now, who our scepter? Hebrews 1 and 8. Let me see. Hebrews 1 and 8, it says, but unto the Son he said, Yahweh Shai, thy throne, O power, is forever. A scepter of righteousness is the scepter of thy kingdom. So the scepter that the Most High pointed towards the bride, the elect, that's Yahweh Shai. Now, real quick, I'm going to grab this. John 6 and 44, this is what the Lord Yahweh Shai said, no man can come to me except the Father which have sent me draw him. You can't get to Yahweh Shai unless the Father send you to Yahweh Shai. You see, Esther couldn't get to Xerxes unless he had that scepter towards him, man. And it says, no man can come unto me except the Father which have sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. And that's the house of David being risen up. You see? But I just wanted to get that. You was done on that?
Nah, I wasn't done. I got a little more.
You can bring that out and you could make your point. And I'll hit this revelation again. We can end it.
Yeah, this Psalm 65 and 4. It says, blessed is the man whom thou choosest and causes to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in thy courts. We shall be satisfied with the goodness of thy house, even of thy holy temple. That's heavy.
Yeah,
that's heavy, bro.
That's heavy, bro.
That's heavy, bro. Like, you know, because it says whom thou choosest. And the Lord don't choose everybody. Hey, he set a particular amount of men that's near and dear to his heart, you know.
Yeah. I'll get this and I'll end it off. We can end it off for this. But this, again, going into that inner court, man. Hey, and again, that inner court, that's what build up the temple. That's what build up the kingdom, right? What it said, Ephesians 2, founded upon the foundations of Yahweh Shai, the apostles and the prophets, man. Yahweh Shai, the chief cornerstone. And what it also said in Daniel 2, in the days of these kings and the feeding of toes, right? The Most High go set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. Well, how the kingdom being set up right now? The prophets, those different altars on the highways and hedges. Because he said, Yahweh Shai said, the kingdom don't come by observation, low here, low deep. Well, we preaching what's within us, man. That's how the kingdom being set up. So it's about to tell you about this kingdom. Revelation 21 and 17, and he measured the wall thereof 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man, that is of the angel. That's who make up that inner court, man. The 144,000, man. That's and right. It said, and the building of the city of it was as jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. What is said, Peter? He also of lively stones, man.
Lively stones, yep.
Spiritual house, dog. You see?
Yep.
Come on, man. Now, Yes, we gonna have a physical temple with precious stone on streets of gold. But yeah, bro, this make up the believers right now, the ones who enter into the inner court. You feel me? This is for the believers, man. You know, and it says,
and stones shine. Like Solomon had silver and gold, he had stones. They what? They shine. They shine, man. And there was what? A rock, a place, like you say, a stone is what? A stone is what? Set in place, meaning it's there, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what he gonna do. What? Those 12 gates, man. You see, he gonna set them stones up, man. And we gonna be there forever, man. Go ahead.
You know why? Because the ones in the inner court, they in the Most High hand, John 10. And they
right.
hand, no man can knock them out of their hands. They dare to stay, man. And it says, and the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third chalcedony, the fourth emerald. And it keep going on for the stones. But the point I wanted to get is what? Is the wall made up of 144 cubits, man. You see, that's right. In the inner court. That's the ones Yahweh Shai said, you ain't choose me, I chose you, that y'all should go bring forth fruit, man. That's the one who the Lord calls to approach unto Yahweh Shai, man, by his mercy, you see. That's the one, 144,000, because only men could learn that song, according to Revelation 14, and we are to teach the other people, and for them to believe on Yahweh Shai through the prophet's word, man. You see? But that's all I got. So
I got one of the sinners out, and then them 12 gates. That's the boundaries of the men that been within the Lord this whole time on the planet Earth. Those 12 gates, you gonna know who's in those gates, which all of Israel gonna be there. But you know those men that's gonna be set up, man. Okay.
I said you should sit upon thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
There you go. There you go. So it's gonna be what? Thrones set up, man, for those particular set men, man. Hey, what the scripture say about the set thrones of David? Woo! You see? Come on, man.
I'm gonna get that. Right. We're going into the inner court.
That's right. That's right. Hey, Malachi 3:17. It says, "And they shall be mine, said the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shah of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels." Woo! All those stones, them jewels you got on your neck. What you got? Different stones, different rocks. You know, sapphires. You know what I'm saying? Different what? Hey, we're like the Lord's Jew. You know, when you put your jewelry on, you know, you looking to what? Shine, man. Right. You know? So the Lord like, look, my jewels, and that day, that's when you gonna, you know, get your opportunity to glisten shine, man. Because you put that work in for the Lord, man. You see? It says, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man sparing his own son that served him. You see?
Come on, bro.
Yeah, you got it out. Take us out with that.
To go up to what the kingdom of heaven go be made up of. Psalms 120, so like it's Psalms 122 and 3. Jerusalem is builded as a city, right? Yep. That is compact together. Yep. Whether the tribes go up, the tribes of Yahweh unto the testimony of Israel, to give thanks unto the name of Yahweh, for in Jerusalem, right? For there are set thrones of judgment, the thrones of the house of David, man. That's the elect. That's be the ones judging, man.
Yep.
And what King David said, what he said, real quick, what he said, if you know what I said, Psalms 84, I think. Psalms 84 and 10, for a day in thy courts, in the inner court, for a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my power than to dwell in the tents of wickedness. And we in the Lord in the court. But I'm sure any brother and sister on the coming, boy, rather be in this truth than to be outside of the temple with the heathens in 2/3, man.
Real.
See, that's why it says it's a blessing to be caused to approach unto the Lord courts, man. But you got it.
Right. Hey, man. Hey, keep doing the due diligence of the Lord. All right, and fear. Okay, and guess what? Amos 5:24 says, "Let judgment rain down, and righteousness as a mighty stream." Man, hey, righteousness and mercy is about to kiss each other, man. You know, going into that Psalms, man. Matter of fact, it said that righteousness and mercy have kissed each other, and you could bring us out with that one, not Baba Gashan. Let me get it.
Okay, you got it. Hey, while you get it, I'm gonna bring out some brothers precept. The brother Quest, Isaiah 62. Go ahead.
Right, this Psalms 85 and 10. Well, read 9. It says, surely his salvation is nigh them that fear him. And the only ones that fear the Lord is the what? The elect, man. They fear the Lord on this side. All right. And those that believe on the elect, the ones that cleave to the body. It says that glory may dwell in our land. This is the point. I gotta go to 11. It says, mercy and truth are met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other. And that's what's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. And that mercy, the Lord going to have mercy. That's why he said, I spared them as a son when he spared his father spared him that serving him. It says, truth shall spring out of the earth and righteousness shall look down from heaven, man. Whew.
Man, that's bad.
We
that's
long
bad.
for that day. Yeah, you got to go out because you know these waters ain't gonna never stop.
And that's the example of living waters. If we don't stop it, stop, dog. You can go on forever, but that's the example of living waters, man. It's gonna constantly keep flowing, you know. But the water to the brothers on the coming board, for the precepts, man, brothers lit it up. And Shalom to everybody on the coming board, brothers and sisters, you know. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kwakadash Brakatham to everybody on the coming board. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, faith boosters. You know, it's a privilege to be in this truth, man. So speaking to myself first and foremost, you know, we shouldn't take it for granted, man. Everybody can't come into this inner court that we in, man. But with that, Lord willing, it was edifying, and we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
So Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim Kwakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there, pushing that word with all truth and sincerity. And with that, Shalom.
Shalom.